Hello, guys. I am going to provide a video at the start of each session as mainly a reminder of the things that we want to include and my expectations for each session. Okay. First of all, I think it's really important for me to say, as per your remote learning guide, I am expecting to see at least three completed slides by the end of each session. So when we get to the end of this session, could you please make sure that you have shared with me your app design and that it has three new slides on there. Okay, thanks very much. So the input from me, please remember that we are ultimately dealing with user interface design principles when we are constructing this app. The first thing that I want you to look at over the next hour is to make sure that you've taken careful consideration of the visual elements in your app design. So, firstly, colours. A limited range of colours, because too many colours can be extremely distracting and unattractive. We don't want to create clashes of different tones of colours, especially the blues that a lot of you have got working in your Etihad Stadium app. Use a business house style, okay? So most businesses have chosen colours that represent their image. Manchester City and Etihad are no different, okay? So take inspiration from those two organisations as to the colours that you need to include and ensure that they're not clashing, okay? So if you're using different tones of blue, make sure that the text, for example, stands out against the background colour, or the logos stand out against the background colour. And use textures appropriately. What we mean by textures is you can see on the background of here we've got like different icons, etc. But because of their colour, they don't stand out so much. So if we have got busy pictures in the background, or busy icons, logos in the background, that they're not distracting from what you want at the forefront of your page. Next, text and font style. Please ensure that it's readable. Please ensure that you're using sans serif fonts, so ones that don't have the little ticks at the ends of the strokes. And you can see Times New Roman is an example of that, and they're better for reading and screen. And please try and avoid decorative fonts. So you can see one here. It's really difficult to read, especially if you want your user to read blocks of text. Okay, so please make sure that you are using something that is readable. Also, to say on this, that what we really want is to make sure that it's consistent. So we want something that is going to represent the Etihad brand and the Manchester City brand, and we don't want tons of different text styles and font choices all over the place. Okay, so as an example for this, say this was my opening screen. I've got my Etihad Airways logo in the corner. Manchester City, login, sign up are all using, and the background colour of the Manchester block are all using the same colour blue. So I've not used different colour blues. The colour of the city text here is the same colour, is the same blue as this. Okay. Now, if I was to move on and put a side pane, you can see here, not only have I got different fonts, but they're of different sizes, and suddenly it looks tremendously messy. Also, I'm using a darker blue on this sidebar to the blue that I used for the previous text, and almost immediately it looks amateur, it looks unprofessional, and it's clashing. So we want to try and remove all those things so that the text we are using and the colours that we are using are all consistent, please. So just go through the work that you've already produced and ensure that you've got that consistency of colour choice and font choice. and that anything that you create from now on is adhering to those choices. Okay, I look forward to seeing your 3 slides. Please make sure that you share them with me on office.com, and I will be in touch tomorrow. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Good luck.